Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick review of the Honor 8 phone from Huawei. This is sort of like a mid-range, upper high level phone available for about €400, so it represents excellent value for money. The main selling points of this phone is the full glass design here in a very compact 5-inch profile. You can see absolutely beautiful design here. When it comes to the build quality, probably the best I've seen in terms of the price. It doesn't look like out of place with 500, €600 phones. So they've done a marvelous job here. This is the black one. You can get blue one as well and some other colours. So there is some nice variety here. I wanted to do a quick review of the handset and see, what the main strengths and weaknesses are of the handset. So obviously, at this price range, there are quite a lot of options available. You've got the OnePlus 3, you've got the Zenfone 3 as well. But what I think separates the Honor 8 here is the compact form factor. You can see that these are both 5.5 inches, and not everyone does actually like that. The build is actually quite similar to the Zenfone 3 kind of glass design, so probably not the most durable, as we have found out with the Zenfone 3. When it comes to the long term, maybe the OnePlus 3 a little bit more durable here, but then again, as I said, I do like the way it's compact. You're getting a Type C connector, which is very nice, and obviously the dual camera setup, which you don't get on these two. You're also getting a much better processor in the Honor 8 compared to the Zenfone 3. This is a Kirin 950 with 4 gigs of RAM. Not quite as much as a OnePlus 3 with 6 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 820. But it'd be interesting when I do get around to doing a speed test performance, seeing how they compare. We're also getting an LTPS LCD display, which is very vibrant actually. It's very colourful. It's probably not quite up there with AMOLED technology, but in terms of getting the job done, it's very good here. I've noticed very good outdoors viewability, probably better than the OnePlus 3 really. So that's good that they've added that. It's full HD resolution, obviously, similar to a lot of phones in this particular price category. So in terms of that camera, I have been out and about to test it against the new iPhone 7. iPhone 7 Plus actually, which also has like a dual camera here. I wanted to see how it compared day to day, and I was really taken aback how good the camera is day to day. I found they actually resolve details a little bit better than the one on the iPhone 7 Plus in some situations if you look at the background. So very nice camera here on this. I think it's an f2.2 aperture, so it would have been nice if they'd have made it probably a little bit lower to give a bit better lower light performance. I found the lower light performance was passable, not the best, but very passable at the end of the day. It will get the job done. So I think those of you who are looking for a camera experience will be very happy here. Similar to the iPhone 7 Plus, as I said, you are getting that dual camera setup. So I am running the iOS 10.1 here still, and I did do a comparison of the bokeh modes of both of them. So you'll notice that they both have a really great ability to, make some nice like bokeh photos, which is good. And obviously the advantage of the Honor 8 is that you can do it like after the fact. So if you want to change the blur effect here, you can do it like post, so to speak. Whereas I don't think you can do that with the iPhone 7 Plus here. So that is a pretty nice feature which I have been playing with. Obviously you can save the original if you want as well to keep it as it was. So for those of you looking for a camera experience, I definitely think that you're not going to be kind of disappointed here. I think it represents amazing value for money. One thing which I would like to have seen still though is the ability to shoot in 4K. as well as optical image stabilization. 'Cause I did notice it does have an electronic stabilizer, which is very decent at what it does, but compared to some other phones with optical image stabilization, I don't think the video is quite as smooth. It still has a little bit fuzzy zooming as well compared to some of the competitors. But the full HD is very good. You can do it at 60 frames per second as well if you want a little bit faster motion. But I think for the next one, the next high-end processors, I want Honor to put the 4K ability in. I think it's long overdue, really. We can talk about the gaming as well. Very good gaming experience I found on the Honor 8. No issues with the highest end games. Have been playing some, and you can see it plays very fluently. I think the actual processor performance is just below the Snapdragon 820, so it's probably going to run pretty much everything, really. You're going to get definitely better performance than Moto G4 Plus and the Asus Zenfone 3, which come with more mid-range processors. Even like the Xperia X Compact, I think can't really keep up with this day to day. It's coming with 4 gigs of RAM as well. So that is very future-proof. In terms of the software, obviously we're getting EMUI here, which will take some getting used to. It has got better in recent years, but it can be a little bit idiosyncratic with the Android, the stock Android that we know and love here. But there are some nice things that you can put on, such as the one-handed mode. You can also go into the display settings and put on an eye filter here to protect your eyes. Like, I think it makes a little yellow tint on the screen a bit, so that's quite nice here. It's running Android Marshmallow as well, which is I think Android 6.0. So it did receive an update when I got it. So it's a nice, easy to use kind of software here. But if you want to, you can obviously swap it out and put a stock launcher on there to your pleasure. It really depends on like who you are, really. And you can also obviously change the widgets and wallpapers here, transitions. There seems to be quite a few wallpapers on here, which is nice. I like this gold one. So that you can put on very quickly. In terms of the battery, I have been looking at the battery. It seems pretty good here. It's a good stayer, 3000 mAh with fast charge ability, unlike the P9 Lite, which doesn't come with the fast charge. I'd put it just below the P9 Lite in terms of the battery. It's P9 Lite is just epic when it comes to I don't think I've ever had to charge that phone since I've had it. But this one, it will last you a day, I'd say. No more if you're a heavy user. But it does have that fast charge ability, so it's not like a massive issue. So yeah, all in all, very impressive phone here. Maybe priced a little bit more than I would have liked. Probably if they priced it about the €300 mark, it would be a bit more competitive against the OnePlus 3. But maybe the price will come down, going forward. But if you are looking for some, strengths on its own, which the OnePlus 3 doesn't have, for example, the dual camera, and this fingerprint scanner is absolutely amazing. It's probably the fastest scanner that I've ever actually come across. I'll just quickly show you this. So obviously you go into the fingerprint management here, and then you go into the pin, so you can put a pin in which you want to put in. So let's see. I think actually I want to do in fact I do want to do a pin. So we'll put the pin in, and then we'll put the unlock screen mode on. So it's on the back obviously, and you just do this. I mean, look how fast this is to set up. It's absolutely insane. I mean, that is probably the fastest setup I've ever seen. And then when you actually want to unlock it, bam, you see? It's absolutely crazy how good it is. It makes the Samsung ones look like pathetic, really, in comparison. So, if you're looking for an extremely fast fingerprint scanner, you're looking for the like dual camera setup here, a little bit compact, very nice glass design here. We'll have to look after it though, it does attract some fingerprints. Then there are some definite reasons to go with the Honor 8 compared to the OnePlus 3. but I will be doing a speed test comparison, checking out the performance day to day, so do stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.